Time to play the It's all about the game, and I can play it all about it, run it, you can take it all about it, and if you can play it, it's all about playing, who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me, I am in control of the way you can shake my hand, get no way you can play me, I am the man, you can take me, let's see a show.
Uh-oh. You had enough of the game?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the game. Happy Wednesday evening, everybody.
Welcome back to another live.
What number is this? 76. 76 lives. Wow. That's pretty strong for
It's pretty daggone.
little country folk.
Yeah. Pretty consistent.
Yeah, pretty good. Thank y'all for getting up here tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Maybe we'll have a decent little crowd tonight.
We're hoping so because I think we may have 2 members getting up here tonight. Not members of our team, but just
Well, they are sometimes.
their guests. Yeah, actually, they go on a few investigations with us.
We're all a team.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So another Wednesday night, Dams. This is a special one tonight. This is September the 11th. Everybody, I hope you've thought about it today. I remember where I was at when the Twin Towers came down. I
remember too.
Yeah.
I was with Mama at the house.
Yeah, it's been, time's flown by. A lot of lives lost, a lot of unnecessary lives lost, but
Yeah.
it's still weird. It doesn't seem real when you see the pictures of the towers falling, planes crashing, loss of life, devastation.
Yeah.
Wasn't just in New York; it was in several other places. But
At the Capitol.
just Pentagon,
Yeah.
somewhere in was it West Virginia, Maryland? I can't remember. Somewhere in farmland. I don't know. As time goes by, you forget things, but you never forget. You forget that day. And like I said, there's a lot of people lost a lot of loved ones who didn't come home that day. But anyway, glad that take a second. That's what I've done today. Took a second and remember that loss of life is terrible. Anyway,
Down
September 11th for sure.
Look.
What are we looking at?
Is that
hey, Connie?
Is that you typing that? Hey, y'all.
Yeah, I typed that just to let everybody know.
I was about to say somebody's hacked our crap, man.
Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
What's going on, V?
What's up, fellas?
Got V in here already. You in here early, my man.
He's ready to join.
What's happening in Western Carolina?
Well, not much. It's actually been a little bit quiet, kind of. Other than my oldest daughter breaking her foot earlier.
Oh
gosh.
Yeah, it don't stay quiet long.
Man, how'd she do that?
She was jumping on the trampoline.
Oh,
yeah.
Them trampolines can be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was a lot less safe than they are. I'm amazed I didn't break anything as a kid. I used to jump off the trampoline. These days they build them with cages to keep you in them.
That make good
My
wrestling.
kids tore them down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do make good.
Yeah.
wrestling.
There's been a lot of wrestling matches happen on ours back when Riley and my daughter were younger. That's where it was down on the trampoline 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, the net didn't last long at all around ours neither.
That's where we used to settle our sibling rivalries.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess other than your daughter getting hurt, quiet is good compared to the as busy and wild as things have been for y'all.
Yeah.
Quiet's a good thing.
Probably
Yeah,
a
I mean,
nice change.
compared to what's been going on, I would still say that's considered quiet.
No doubt, man.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's a little sense of normal getting back to you guys. What's up, Dylan?
Yeah,
Dylan in here? Yeah, Dylan is in here somewhere.
I'm hoping the paranormal is what we can get back to, you know.
Yeah, that's the normal you're looking. The paranormal. I like that.
Hey, Alexis.
Man, that sounds like a T-shirt. The only normal I want is paranormal.
Yeah. Let's do it.
No
We
doubt.
need to make that. We're struggling with our new design, man. We've had a guy help us design a part of it, and man, we have flat out struggled getting it printable, and to the point we were planning to have them at a show we were going to this weekend. We're going to set up a little down south booth at a local garden festival, music festival type deal, and we ain't gonna make it. Kind of pissed me off a little bit, but I can't change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes things happen like that.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme of things in life, it don't really matter. It just
Yeah.
don't really matter. We'll get them done when we get them done.
That's right. Sometimes it's not just our time, like everything happens on the time that it's supposed to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you saw a little Bobby Mackey's. Looks like it's finally coming down there. People are hauling pieces of it out of there.
Yeah, I've seen little bits of it on Facebook this week. That's pretty crazy. Just reminiscing now. It's amazing. It wasn't that far in the past and that we were there, and it feels like ages now.
Yeah, I know.
It really does. You're right. I was telling someone today that I was selling to a person, not really selling, but telling him why he should let us come to some property he owns. And I said, man, we've been to a lot of places, and he knew about Bobby Mackey's Music World. I was like, man, we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it. He's like, y'all have been there? I was like, yeah, we've been there. And he's got a very, very it's not he said there's no paranormal activity there, but when you ride by this home, it's a local home in Kinston. This probably was built in 1930s. It's actually one of the few mansions in the city of Kinston. Yeah, but when you ride by it, man, it's one of those houses where you're looking at the windows just waiting to see an apparition in the window.
Yeah. That's the truth.
It is a very dark looking home.
Yeah, it is.
But it was way ahead of its time, built in the 1930s. Looking at it, it's hard to believe it's that old. Well, they still take care of it, upkeep it. No one lives in it, but they upkeep it as if someone lived there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it looks.
Yeah, renovations can definitely be tricky to the eye, like hard to place the time that something was built.
Yeah.
Yeah, there hadn't been nobody living in it in probably, I think it's 9 years now. They keep the power turned on, and like I said, they keep all the maintenance up on it. But long story short, he says he's going to let us get in that thing one weekend. He's going to when the when the owner the one survivor left who owns the home lives in the home behind it, which is another humongous home, and she's 77, 78 years old. And he said, man, when she goes out of town every other weekend or so, next time she goes out of town, I'm gonna let y'all go in it. So I was like, heck yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
man,
one of those.
that sounds awesome.
I'm telling you, it's one of those places that every time we ride by there, we talk about it. And I told Riley, I said, one day we're going in that house, and daggone if it didn't happen today. Well, we haven't been, but
Yeah.
maybe he'll get back with us. I'll bug him until he does.
Yeah.
So what you been doing other than working? I know.
Making plans, figuring out how to do it better, than we did before.
Right.
Got my hands on some radios for further communication in case we got to
Right.
split up.
Yeah.
I like. I'm still working on getting another night vision camera since my other one got screwed up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, it got a little bit of moisture in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
daggone.
Yeah, those body cams, they don't hold up too well, and especially under any kind of water. Like if you spit
Yeah.
on that thing, it ain't gonna work. Huck to it.
Talk to it.
Oh, God. I
Sorry,
was
if I say
about to
spit on that
ask
thing.
you about that. Hot. Oh, my
The Hawk
God.
Tuah girl, man, she's getting her own little podcast show. She's everybody said that was going to be a short lived thing for her. 2 or 3 weeks and it'd be over. She's still ringing in money. Somebody
Oh
said
no,
that.
they got personality.
Yeah, she said that
Yeah.
she's getting invited to go to public appearances, getting 30-40 grand every time she goes, which is blowing me away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what gets me is she's donating a lot of it to charities.
Yeah, I saw that she was going in different places, buying up the dog food and cat food and taking it to
Hmm.
shelters and stuff like that. Which is, I mean, that's a great thing.
That is great.
Yeah, I
I
love
think
seeing people
she's all
bring
right.
good in the world.
No
Yeah.
doubt about that. There's so much negative that man, the negativity brings me. The older I get, I feel like the negativity is all around us all the time. Not paranormal negativity, but negativity in general in society. Flat, I don't know about you
Absolutely.
guys and everybody listening, but it weighs on me more than it ever has. Right down to that debate bullshit last night. I try not to put politics in our life, but man, it's just hard to watch all that crap.
Well, you know the saying, um, misery loves company.
Yes, sir.
I say that's only part of the saying. Happiness does too.
Mm.
Like positive energy is just as infectious as negative energy. It just depends on how much more of it is in the room, really.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And you drive to work listening to the news and you're talking about car crashes and shootings and everything else, and then you're going to end up in a negative mindset, even if it's not something that normally bothers you. That's a small grain of sand in a big hourglass. So it's important
Yeah.
to take that time to remember to recharge that positivity. I feel
Hmm.
you on that.
Man, it's like I said, like I don't understand why. I guess life just moves so fast, but I catch myself stopping and thinking. More of a thinker than I've always been all my life. I'm thinking and planning and more than when you're young and the old saying young and dumb and full of other things. you're wide open and not slowing down and uh, I don't know, getting older and thinking, and sometimes that ain't great.
Comes with
Well, you know
age.
what though? We need more of that. We need more people that are thinking because we got a lot of people that are just on autopilot.
Amen. Amen. You're right
They're
about
just
that.
living their life every day, going through it, same routine, never changing anything, and then they wake up one day and wonder what's going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
you guys have helped bring a lot of positivity into my life because doing this on its own, like, just was something big for me. I haven't tried to do anything with anyone in forever. I mean, I've always had the options. It's just I never felt like I could be a part of something like that, but these
Yeah.
things definitely want me to be a part of it. So, and I say things because I don't really think all of it is spirits, but it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt to be a little skeptical.
No doubt about that. I mean, anytime and we appreciate that. We're glad we can help somebody.
Yeah. We
That's
are.
Riley's whole mission, man, is to help people. Right down to helping people who are struggling with paranormal activity of any kind to helping people in general. I mean, he's got a
Yeah.
story to tell that will blow people's minds off. Um, I mean,
Yeah.
this dude here's beside me. He's been through some things, and sometimes we wonder, what's his plan? What's God's plan with him? And to this day, I still think that I know he's still here, but so he can help people who are struggling with different things and don't feel like they can make it to tomorrow or the next
Yes.
day or can't make it to get home. And this dude right here is living proof that you can. You can. There are other
Yeah.
options, but everybody don't think that way. It's hard to find those people. They're everywhere if you look. There's people everywhere need help, man. We were just talking about all the negativity in society, man. It'll ruin you if you let it.
Yeah.
And your story is your story, and it's still being written. Like, you always have to look at it that way. So what can
Yeah.
I keep doing to add to that story?
Yeah.
Because your story, it can help someone or save someone's life.
I'm sure it has. We've had people tell us that, and he doesn't share his story a lot. Sometimes it's I get it. He probably don't want to talk about it, and he don't want to use it as a crutch. He don't want to try to get a sob story. He has never been that way about it. He's pretty much stays motivated to make himself better every day. He's still got that fire. I have to light that fire every now and then on him. I'll catch him in a little slump, and I have to take his belt off and put it across that ass one time.
That's your job, Dad.
No, I don't do that. I hope I don't have to, but I will. Look at me, boy. I will.
You kinky bastard.
I ain't doing that.
Hold on now.
That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. What are you talking about? Oh, you like the belt. I'm sorry, I forget. You kind of kinky like that. You like the belt. You like to be
He does seem like he likes a woman that would hit on him.
You what, man?
He said you probably like a woman that would hit on you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you see how we got off track that quick?
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
You guys give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. What's up, Angel? How you doing tonight, man? I sent you a link. You can, if you want to get on, you can. We hope you get up here and talk about that new device you built. It looks mighty handsome.
Yeah. Looks mighty nice. Looks like I'll probably want one of them.
I told him we want one. I'm sure we want one.
I mean, we got a flux too, but I could always use another device to carry around.
I think that flux, man, I don't think they're, my opinion on the flux is I don't think they're built. I don't think the flux lights are built. I think they're very cheaply made. The stuff pops off of them.
Yeah.
The different, they're just cheap made.
Yeah.
I do think they work well, but don't dare drop one.
Yeah.
No electric and devices are made to be dropped, of course.
Yeah.
But when you bang them around and you put them in and out of cases, and man,
you got
it's gonna happen.
Stuff popping off. Yeah.
I think the biggest items that we have that really bother me the most for the money we pay for ghost hunting equipment is the Ovilus.
Yeah.
The speakers going out on them. We've had 2, maybe 3 of them, and all of them, all the speakers quit working on them.
Yeah.
So guys, think twice before you buy Ovilus. Of course, you can put it at, you can have an external speaker. Yeah, I know you can add an external speaker to it, but this device comes with a built-in speaker, and after very little use, they will quit.
They really will.
Then you have to plug in an external speaker. And actually, we got one that has an external speaker. It won't even work with an external speaker anymore.
Yeah.
So it's basically, it has no noise to it at all.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah. Lost V. V's back. We got you back.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
It's all
Chastity
right.
called. She was on her way back from gymnastics with Ivy, and she didn't know I was going on live with you guys. I thought I told her though.
She's like, "What are you doing? Get in there and make some supper. Get off that live. We ain't got time for that. We
No, I did that earlier.
hungry."
Yeah, I cooked earlier. It's her turn to cook tonight.
Nice.
Put her to work, V.
Oh yeah, got to share the load.
Yeah.
So as you know, Angel's been busy. He's built a new yes/no device, and
I can't wait to see it.
I shared it on the Down South page. If anybody saw that,
Yeah.
We'll try to get him up here to show it a little bit, but it looks very nice. We were talking about the flux light. Riley's bought a couple of those, and man, they don't hold up. I
That's
stayed at
all.
there. I feel like a lot of stuff is a lot of it's printed. Bless you. A lot of it's printed with a 3D printer, which is how Angel does most of his stuff too. But some of the crap they're building from some of these online stores is just like thin, cheap plastic, and
Yeah,
you drop it in your case or your
it's
bag, and
done.
it just starts falling apart.
Yeah, like my Geiger counter, it has like a light bulb type thing inside of it to detect radiation, and I got it out to test some towers, and I heard something shaking around in it, and I opened that sucker up, and it was all glass just on the inside,
Oh wow!
brand new.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't make stuff like they used to, that's for sure.
And man, we were just talking about it. We talked to Angel about it. I was telling people when you got off that some of the stuff, the more expensive stuff, seems to be some of the most cheapest made stuff right here lately. With some of the stuff we've got, we've had 3 ovuluses, and all 3 of them, the speaker that the internal speaker that's on them have quit working. All
Yeah.
3 of them.
Wow.
But now with all that being said, it has a jack on it where you can put an external speaker in it, and it will work that way. But it's you shouldn't have to when they cost $600. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
$600. The speaker should work unless
And
you get it sink it underwater or something like that. I can understand it, but we try to take care of our stuff.
Yeah.
those REM pods, like I don't understand why in the world they cost so much money. Like the materials to make them, you could make your own REM pod for under $100, like way under, like with even more sensors than what comes on the one that they're selling for like about 200. It's
Oh yeah.
nuts. Like they had a price spike on like filming equipment too, because I mean you guys know I'm always watching the market, and I've had my eye on this metal tripod for a while, that's lower brand, but it's still like good. And I watched it go from $99 up to like about 160, and it's
Oh
not coming
wow.
down either. Like everything, I mean, that's just one thing. I've seen like hundreds of things go up. Like the only things that aren't going up are uh like the equipment. I mean, like the cameras and stuff like that themselves. They're not going up in price.
So,
Yeah.
so this little flux light I got on the screen, because we got 2 of those now. The very first one, the color lenses on the top of them are the first thing to break off on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
it's
wow.
just very, and you look at the price of it, $199, and it does. Man, the crap doesn't last. I did see one thing. I popped this site up. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows if you're into paranormal activity and equipment, you find these. All you do is do a Google search or any type of search engine, and this stuff will pop up. Um, I prefer Angel stuff a lot better. It's more well
Yeah.
made. But something
That's what I
caught
was
my
gonna
eye today,
say.
and Angel, I got this email. Man, I thought it was gonna be more than that. Angel was in the back. I was gonna pop him on when he comes back. I think I lost him. Anyway, he'll be back. This mic, man, I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think it's an older Bill Chappell device. With Riley's buddy, Mr. Bill Chappell, pen pal. There's a backstory with
My
Riley and
pen
Bill
pal.
Chappell, to the point. Riley got his email and started emailing Bill Chappell left and right daily, and pretty much Bill Chappell, what'd he say? He actually said, "I'm not making nothing for you. I don't do this. I don't chit chat with people every day." And he
Yeah.
denied making a piece of equipment for Riley. And I called him and I said, "Look, man, we need this thing. We've been waiting on it." I said to me, I said, "He's just excited, man. You're like a superstar to him." And I said, he ended up making the piece, but he said, "Man, I ain't into that emailing back and forth chit chat. You'll get it when you get it."
Yeah.
He was straight to the point, which I appreciated it. Uh, but he let us know right quick he wasn't into the chit chat.
Yeah.
But this mic, man, this video really caught my attention on it. I never thought of a EVP mic. I'm sure Angel knows about it. I was hoping they had a video up here, but you take this mic and you can hook it to a EVP, a digital recorder, and you can actually put headphones on after the recorder and listen to it very closely, or have an external speaker going. But this microphone, man, when you go up to different things, light sockets, light bulbs, computers, anything that you would run into in a business if you were checking it out, or a home for paranormal activity, every one of it puts off a different sound.
Really?
And what he was saying was, take this device, do your initial walkthrough in a place with this device. And this is hence why I put Ghost Hunting 101, the simple things.
Yeah.
There's got to be a device out here like this to keep. Of course, $29.95 ain't bad. That's a cheap price, I think.
Yeah.
Unless it's very cheap.
That's actually a good price.
I think so too. But I was blown away by the different noises that a light bulb make through this this microphone. When you can't hear it with the naked ear, right? But if you take that thing and go up to a light bulb, you can hear the energy. You can hear the magnetics coming off that thing.
Really?
And every light bulb has a different sound.
What in the world?
No kid. Anything, any energy. But he said, do your initial walkthrough, check everything, every light socket, and get in your mind what all these noises are. Record them in your mind. And then set this piece of equipment out where you're doing an investigation. And he said, you will know when a spirit gets by, because the noise it's going to make is totally different than any electricity in that home. Makes sense, don't it? Well, it did to me.
Yeah, and I mean it does, because electricity, when it puts out a certain frequency, it makes a like a note, and it make like specific voltages make specific notes as well. Like that's how they were able to make the Tesla radio.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel's typing. I lost you, Angel. He said the sound was bad. He said of course he's seen this when this email went out to everybody this week. If you've ever ordered anything from Ghost Stop, he said he's got one of those, and I know you can build one. I no doubt about that. I know you can build one. It's a pretty cool thing. I was hoping the video was up here. And actually, they got a new spirit box that I kind of like, because you can actually record EVPs with a spirit box now, which is a pretty cool addition that they've added.
That's awesome.
There are several, and look, man, the price of this really isn't bad neither. But we have a couple of these, and I actually prefer this S box. I prefer it. I really do.
Spirit box
over the older spirit box. The reason I like it is because it has a very loud volume on it.
Yeah.
You can turn that thing up loud. The other ones, you turn them up without an external speaker, you can't hear nothing.
That SB17, my room, it's loud.
But now it's big. You're talking about a big device. This is a small pocket device.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have this. I'm just saying it. It is. It is a little noisy. It is noisy. Absolutely, Angel. It is a lot more static than most things. But I like the volume, and I like the idea what they've added. They've turned this thing into a recorder. Also, I like that. Of course, I also like.
Connie said she has one.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I actually like it. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just save my money on spending it on ghost hunting equipment and just go to Angel and get something that I know is going to work.
No doubt. I'm sitting here showing this to Angel tonight, knowing he's already seen it, and I know he's already thinking about it. Hence my plan.
I hope he don't think about it before he finishes that polterpod.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff on the market. A lot of it's trash, a waste of time. But they make it look so good, and it makes you want it. Hell, we got a lot of it. Riley loves it.
I'm sure we can all say the same thing, like from personal experiences, but I found some of the best evidences, or at least the most activity played with, come from the cheapest things. Like cat balls. Like, it's amazing. You just set them out, and then they start touching them. or
Yeah.
the EMFs. Sorry.
Yeah.
The cat balls are. There was a while there I thought, man, I ain't messing with no cat balls. We put them out and didn't get anything, and lately, I don't know, the last six or 8 months, we take them and get them out, and they actually, man, it's when they work, they're amazing. We've actually been to one place, actually two places that actually the balls got rolled, not just lit
Nice.
up, but I mean really, and we actually got it. We got it recorded.
Yeah,
Actually, it was
we
one of the
do.
few things that happened when we went to Wilmington to
Bellamy Mansion.
Bellamy Mansion with Angel. We messed up a lot of EVPs that night. We were loud as 40 people in a house, and we messed up a lot. I'm sure we messed up a lot of Angel and Ruth's content.
Yeah.
We learned a lot that night. Though.
You see that spirit box
Yeah.
right there?
It's on sale.
I want that thing. That thing's black and red.
What's Connie saying? Don't laugh at me, but which button you push to record? I don't know. It's funny you say that, Connie, because I was looking at it and I didn't see a record button. So I was thinking the very same thing. So unless you have this brand new model, unless you've just ordered it recently, yours may not record. We have two of them and they do not record.
Yeah.
So I don't know which model you have. Let's see. Here's Angel. Let's get Angel.
Of course, if you could hook
Angel,
up an
turn
audio jack,
paranormal
you can
now.
record.
What's up, guys?
What's going on,
What's up,
buddy?
What's
buddy?
going on, buddy?
I was planting seeds. I knew you'd see these pictures I'm showing. I'm planting seeds in your mind. I know you'd like, you buy that. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, I can show you. Actually, let me.
Here we go.
All right, everybody, get your nerd goggles on.
This is what is inside that microphone that you were showing.
Oh, so that's inside the case.
That's inside that little black and red case. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. So you just print a box and voila, you got the EVP microphone.
Voila.
I see. So you can print us one with put a little box around it and put down south on it.
Yeah, I can.
You ready? Did you have you ever used it much? Because the video caught my eye. I got it in the email, of course. And the video was very interesting to me of them walking around and putting this device up to all different types of electrical things. I was amazed that I just didn't know all the different sounds that you get that you don't hear with the naked ear.
Yeah. Got it. I believe for like a year. I know I didn't to do something, but didn't get a chance to do anything. Then I saw the video on Ghost Stop. I said, man, I got that thing for over a year now. I should have done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they made it sound like in the video that Bill Chappell invented this thing 20-something years ago. And he may have, a microphone's a microphone. He didn't invent the microphone.
Yeah.
But I guess
Maybe in Germany.
Germany.
Or Switzerland, somewhere there. Yeah, it's in Europe.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of telecommunications probably come from there first.
Mm-hmm.
I have a condenser mic with my studio, and it picks up sound so good that you can hear your tongue rubbing on the roof of your mouth with your mouth closed from across the room.
Oh my gosh. Angel's got one heck of a nice recorder, EVP recorder, a digital recorder. He's got very nice microphones, and it can pick up things. I know I was saying that Bellamy Mansion with the hard floor and them big ass boots Halo was wearing that night.
Oh yeah.
He probably could hear her stepping in that hard. There's no telling. We messed you up that night. I still apologize to this day for all that.
I do too.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it happens. Sometimes we contaminate.
Yeah, it's a learning process.
Yeah.
We're so used to it, and we're doing better, and we still work on it. We're going to keep drilling it in our heads as well as me that we're so used to going to places right by ourselves, and we can be as loud as we want to be or as quiet. Yeah. And you turn us loose with some people, and we're not thinking about it, and next thing you know, we're messing the investigation up for everybody else, not thinking about it. Anyway, we are better. Right.
Yeah, we're trying to get better.
Yeah, we all have to strive to do better than we did before.
No doubt. That is true, V. I agree with you. And we talk about that too. What can we do on the next investigation to be better, make it better, be different,
Not look
try
at
to be
our, I
different.
could, number one would be not look at our smartphone screens while night vision's rolling.
Yeah.
I I caught infrared lights shooting people in the face like constantly while night vision was going on.
Ah,
Oh
So that was
God.
a new learning experience for me.
well, everybody wants to see it, Angel. I shared it out on the page. There. Let me see that new device. I
Oh,
Yeah,
know
whip
you.
it out.
yes or
I know
no?
you got
Hell yeah, it's really
it.
cool. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
A prototype. So let me just go here.
nice.
So it's got the same sensitivity adjustment like the Flux too.
Yeah.
Uh, the on-off switch and the sensors are on the side. The Flux uses also a motion sensor. It's just a little bit smaller. But I got a
Are
And
you,
you'll,
yeah,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, I got a couple of those sensors too. But I want to try these ones, which give me a little bit more range.
I
right.
got you.
So this
How
one
far?
also is rechargeable. So I put a battery there,
Nice.
and this will cover from 4 inches to 27, somewhere there.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I
Now
like it.
is that printed with white filament or did you color it?
No, it's white filament, and the case
Cool.
top. I just got a spare roll that I use it also for prototype. So I usually use white. Then I'm thinking going uh, probably this weekend printing black, red, and black in here. It's gonna look so cool.
Very cool.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like how you designed it. I like it much better than the Flux. I was just saying the Flux will fall apart. We've had two. Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, cool. The lights shine right through it.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
it will detect movement and yeah.
That
And that's the
thing's
yes,
sick.
no, the red and green.
Uh,
Beautiful.
yeah.
That,
Well, you already know this guy beside me. He's ready. So,
yeah, I was gonna ask you, could you go ahead and send him 2 to 300?
so what's going to be the price of that one? What do you think? Where are you going to be? What ballpark are you going to be in?
I will need to calculate the cost of making it, but it's cheap. I don't do this for money.
Yeah.
We want you to do it for money. We want you to start making
Yes.
a living off of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll keep you busy.
it's
You
just the
ain't gonna order enough to keep him making a living. This cat right here is an engineer. Okay,
Oh,
we're
but we
country
can get
folk.
people ordering from him enough to make a living
There you go. That's right. That's what I'm trying to
if you
do, man.
really want to do it.
I shout it out all the time, buddy. I'm one of you. We're one of your biggest fans. You know that.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
so
pulling for you.
yeah. So I will print you the black and red one, so it's gonna look really really cool.
Oh, black and red shot is my
Yeah,
favorite color.
That's your color. Yeah,
yeah.
That's
It's
my colors.
I like it. You did a great job on that. I mean, all your
Yes,
stuff's good,
sir.
man. But I like that. I like the way you designed it.
It's freaking awesome.
It's a little
I
little
like how it
sturdier.
looks like a house.
Yeah, a little more stable
Yeah.
than the.
Flux
I'm
light.
telling you, the Flux light will fall apart. Trust me, you guys. Don't order it because it will
yeah.
fall apart.
It's not big. It's like 2 inches wide by
Okay.
inches, so it look big, but it's really small. It's like
Oh, it is. I see that now. Yeah, I
yeah,
like it though. It's right.
yeah,
Small is
Yeah.
great because of travel.
yeah. Because it's hard to pack bigger things, and it's a cause of pain.
I learned
Yeah.
that the hard way personally.
So what other toys you got in there? I know you got some stuff around you.
I'm working on another one, but it's still in the computer. I need to like start building it. It's gonna be I would call it the Phantom Sound. So it's gonna be like probably around 4 to 6 microphones all around. So it will calculate from which microphone is detecting the noise or sound. It will triangulate, and then when it detects the sound in that direction, it will turn and it will tell you where it's coming from.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
I got
like
the
that.
code. I got the design. I need to start putting it together probably just this week. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yes,
exciting.
sir.
It is exciting. You're right. It's
So
neat.
yeah, it's gonna be cool because I'm gonna put the top part, the indicator, like in glow in the dark filament, so you can see it in the dark where it's
I
pointing at.
like that.
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
nice.
Angel. I got a question, Angel.
We go.
Do you have that polter pod around you anywhere?
The polter pod is right here.
Gosh.
I need to bring it so you can try it, but I think it needs some tweaking on this on the movement. But yeah, it's right here. It's waiting for you. You see?
All
Okay.
right, y'all.
Waiting for me?
There's the Polterpod.
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
This
Look
dude
at
over here
that
is he's making all kinds of funny sounds now. You got to quit that, man.
God,
You're making me feel
The
uncomfortable right now.
the top
that
reminds me of
thing
the
is
puzzle box from Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got the automatic switch here in the bottom.
Nice.
6-volt battery, light switch on the side, so it's on.
I got you.
that's nice.
That
Make the
is
screen bigger.
nice.
Go back to the bigger screen.
Yeah.
So the dial's really cool on that one. That you've redone it, I can tell.
I like the size.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, took me a while, but it's really nice. I don't even know how much it cost me, but yeah.
Riley, you in trouble, buddy?
I'm true.
Oh, geez, you in trouble.
Man. But it's cool. So I will bring it to Stonewall, so we can try.
Okay, that'd be a good place to
Sounds
try it out.
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be a great
Well,
place to try it.
Yeah.
this is gonna be a great.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
yes or no device, so we can try it. Because I know that lady is in the second floor,
Yeah,
and I know about the fact that she's is not happy when people go do and celebrate parties and they bring alcohol into the property. She don't like it.
she don't like it. Okay,
So hopefully we can get some responses out of those devices.
nice.
Yeah.
It's funny that Chastity got a lady, and I don't know if she ever said the name she got, but if it was the same as what you got, um,
I don't think
Yeah.
she has a name yet.
okay,
Yeah,
Chess hadn't got one yet.
she
yeah,
That,
got
but
she got a lady in the room, same room. The angel said it was the same room,
yeah,
and
You
she
want to
was
know
driving.
something that's kind of crazy? Is as soon as I first heard about Stonewall Manor for the first time, the very first thing I saw was a woman in a white dress.
Mm,
that's pretty
And I
cool.
never told that to Chastity ever.
So I think Chastity is not here. I got the name of Mariah. That's her name,
Mariah.
Mariah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, does that name is it part of the history? Does anybody know if that's a
Yes.
accurate name? It is.
Yeah.
Wow. Hopefully, we'll get it again. Then that'll be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I
And
got
Angel,
um the basement. Yeah.
you got that to show up on a EVP, you said?
It's actually on my YouTube channel. It's more video that I took from the Stonewall.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll need to check that out.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I,
I don't have your YouTube yet. I need to get that remedied.
yeah. It was not like I asked a question. So we went there. We start asking questions. We was asking if it was a male. I didn't get a response. It was are you a female? Then I got the rampart to go off. So then I was reading the names. That is like some kind of plaque with the history and the former owners. And I asked, "Are you this person?" And then it came through the portal. I said, "That's my name." So,
That's so cool.
so yeah, I got the small video clip in my YouTube. Yeah,
How many
That
times have
person
you
must
been
have.
to Stonewall?
I went one time. The second
Oh,
time I did not go because I was in Virginia somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, that's great because that just means we're gonna be able to spend more time doing things in areas you know are active.
Hmm. Yeah.
Is there a basement in that place? Like a
It's a
huge.
it's a basement, but it's like a ground level.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I feel like I asked that question before.
yeah, it's a
so it's
big
kind of
space.
like sounds like it's kind of like the Trevette Clinic. It's a basement, but just not quite ground level at Trevette Clinic, but it is really kind of.
Well, I keep
I enjoy.
seeing it for some reason. Like just thinking about the house, I keep seeing the basement. Like I think there's something significant for that reason. So I'm definitely going to be interested in checking that area out specifically.
Hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, and I think on
Oh no,
the
you're fine.
voices in the second floor.
Look at Dylan's. Look at Dylan's comment.
Yeah, yeah. He was making all kinds of noises, Dylan.
Yeah, I was Dylan.
Connie was asking about that microphone. Does they have a suction
Oh,
cup on the end of it? You probably could put one on it if it don't.
yeah,
Connie.
yeah. It got one. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not, a little hot glue will definitely fix anything to anything.
Yeah. Let me see if you can see it closer in the camera right here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one on it. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I bet that picks up really well too.
Yeah. I don't have a way to test it now, but yeah. But it works fine.
Now, have you ever used it and walked around to different devices just to see what the noises are that you get?
Oh yes. Yeah, you can get from the outlet, from the power cord from the computer. You can hear all the noise. Yeah.
And they're all different. That's the weird part. It showed them checking two lamps, and the lamps look the same light bulbs, but put off different noise.
Hi, Luna.
Yeah.
The luminary Luna beams is in the house.
Chastity's here.
Sorry, I had to call it out.
Yeah, you better watch what you say. Chastity's here now.
It's never stopped me before.
I'm looking on you.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
Father's checking out.
I was on YouTube looking for it, trying to find Angel's his video, and I can't even get it nothing to pull up. Because our computer's getting some age on it. It is moving really slow these days.
Yeah.
Chassis, we're just going over some new equipment, some things Angel's designed and put together already. A really cool. Show it again, Angel. Show it again. Show it again for the people in the back.
Yes or no device? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So we get to try it out.
I wanted one for a long time.
I have my phone.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's a perfect sales pitch. Yeah, hell yeah. Buy this.
Yeah. Yeah, next weekend, the 21st.
So that's too good. Is it next weekend, Stonewall?
21st, right?
Yeah. Next Saturday. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
It's coming right for us.
Itching. We haven't done anything lately. I'm kind of itching to do something myself.
Me too.
That'll be
Yeah, you're
perfect time.
kidding me. I get to do it the least out of anybody, just about. Well, I don't know how much Angel gets to investigate, but I don't get to go out that much.
Yeah.
Angel's got an amazing cemetery not far from his house that is
Yeah.
humongous.
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
Oh,
Maplewood. Yeah,
Yes,
Maplewood.
sir.
yeah.
There's a lot going on
nice.
in that place.
I remember that's where we tried out the portal for the first time he made.
Yeah, and it just was
Spitting off like crazy.
crazy active.
Mm-hmm. That was this was the concept for that yes or no device. This was the original design that I got,
Okay.
That was cool.
and then but it was too
I
big,
like yours better.
making it smaller. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
you.
definitely.
yeah, so, yeah.
Good job on the design remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hey, I
awesome.
have.
How's Ruth?
Huh?
How's Ruth feel about it? She like it?
Yeah,
Did you do it to her satisfaction?
yeah. She
Like that choice of words.
playing video games
That-
now.
Nice. You
So
should like.
that's
I have
pretty
an
neat.
idea
Go
about
ahead. Go
one
ahead,
for
B.
you know, like how you made it into a house. You could make one into a Ouija board where it says yes, no. I
Mm.
mean, if you're looking for any like artistic variants, like
That's
something like
different.
that.
I'll buy
Yeah, I guarantee people would. A lot of people would just slapping a Ouija board on it or making one in the shape of a planchette. That would be cool.
Oh yeah, I got a friend that did that. Yeah.
I got to get off.
Cool. Yeah, I'm still new
Yeah,
to all that, so I don't
turn
really
on
see
YouTube and look
all the
our live off.
variants.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
He did like a small robot, which kind of the same thing that I will going to do. Is just it detects sound and it will move the planchette in the direction.
Oh, like a physical planchette.
Yeah, he printed out in the 3D printer. Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
Dylan said, "Oh my goodness, Ruth plays video games." And he's gonna be trying to
everybody
find.
plays video games.
Oh, geez, I don't play video games.
Either.
Riley used to play them a lot, but he lost that left hand. It's kind of it. Here's something for you, Angel. Make a controller for a one-handed person. There are some online, but man, you ought to see these things. They're ridiculous. You used to play a lot of video games.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you used to like them.
They're doing miracles with like motion detection, like controllers. Like
Yeah.
I think that would probably be a really good place to start, like in motion detection, like when
That's a
it
good
comes
idea.
to not having all your movements. I was actually thinking about that from my dad the other day, where he's had two strokes back to back. He has hardly any motion in his right side at all, like in his hands. Like he
Yeah.
can squeeze it together, and that's about it. He can't write or do anything. And it would be a benefit, you know, he could put his hand around something that's like a controller and be able to move it. Like the Nintendo Switch does that. Uh, I don't know if like any other game console does, but I know that like if you buy a separate controller for the Switch, you can move it and it basically move the viewpoint like the same way.
Yeah.
Motions are pretty interesting, like how they're going with it anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Every day things are changing around us. What was new and great today will be old tomorrow. Just
Oh, just wait
technologies
till
and
AI. Oh, sorry.
technologies that is just advanced, and it's amazing how things are changing. I can't keep up.
I kind
For
of.
instance, I have a Chevrolet truck, 1966 model C10 that we tore apart. So Riley's been 10 years since his accident. So it must have been like 11 years, a year or so before his accident. And we tore it apart. When I tell you tore this truck apart, we took every bolt, nut, everything all the way apart. And it's been in my shop that long. And we're finally back working on it. And I had bought lots of new pieces for it, and over the years, and now some of the boxes haven't even been opened, and they're out of date. There's things that are new and improved. So, but naturally, I'll keep what I bought. But that's just how times have changed. I'll be putting new old stuff on it, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I was catching up on the comments myself.
Yeah, I was looking over there. I sometimes I miss things over there, that this little tiny screen we're using. But yeah, I was thinking tonight, man, get you guys up here. I'm glad y'all got up here. You too, Angel.
Yeah.
I kind of named it, and I told Riley, there's some people watching, and of course, none of us probably get to go out and investigate like we want to. I think everybody on the screen and a lot of listeners tonight would agree that we all like to do it for a living, which is basically do it all the time.
Oh, 100.
But
I
we
Jones for it.
No doubt, we can't do it at this time.
Same here, babe.
But when you think about paranormal investigating, ghost hunting, whatever you will, what do you want to call it? Angel, what's over the years, you've been doing it longer than us for sure. What's the most important thing when you go in a place? What do you like to do first? I know you see the shows, people do the walkthroughs and all that. Do you like getting history of a place before you go? Or you like just showing up and rolling with
it? I like a little bit of history. What I don't like too much is when you go to a place and then whoever is telling you the story of the place, it tells you their investigation, so their experiences.
Right.
So
planting seeds.
Yeah, exactly. So you go to this floor and you will see this. You go to this place and you will see this. So they're creating this already planned investigation for you, and then you don't get anything in those areas.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. And that Conjuring House is one of those. I'm not saying that place doesn't have activity. I've never been. But I know with these new owners and all the videos I'm seeing, they're planting seeds before people get there.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, I forget to mention, we went to Waverly Hills, which it's a nice place. First floor is really nice, finished. Now have a air conditioning, nice clean area so you can put your equipment. Nice bathrooms. I was surprised. I like brand new.
Wow.
That's a plus.
But hey, this place is selling out, man. When it opens up on January the 1st, it sells out for their whole season, like in a day. So that's the goal of ours. We're going to get locked in here January the 1st. That's his only job.
Yeah. It's set. It's marked in my calendar to go off at 12 a.m. on January the 1st to remind me to go to their website and book.
But the thing is, like you said, they can afford to keep the bathrooms up and renovate because that place is making money.
Yeah, and it's really clean, actually. Floors clean, everything's clean.
And that's something.
I think I got a few piece, but not the girl from doing the tour was telling me that she see shadow creepers here, like crawler in here, creeper in there. Nah, nothing. Any of that. So I think so.
Did they have a big turnout for? It was a public investigation, so
yeah, it was I think around maybe 30 people.
Golly, I thought there'd be more than that. That's not bad.
Yeah,
that place is big.
The place is big, so we see maybe a few others walking around, and it started at midnight, and at 2:00. If you want to leave, you can leave at 2 or 4 o'clock or 6 in the morning. So at 2 o'clock, a few people left, and then by 4 o'clock, most of them, they were gone already.
Oh, yeah.
So
you basically had it by yourself.
Yeah. At that point, it was like 5 in the morning, and nothing was happening. So I told the girl, yeah, just let me go. It's not worth to spend another hour here.
So would you like to go back? I mean, since you've been now, is it worth the money or not? You might save us some time.
I'm 50-50 on it, honestly.
I totally understand.
Yeah,
I get it.
it's a nice place. It's not huge. I mean, it looks big. It's 5 floor, but the building is not that wide.
Mm.
It's just the part where the windows, you can see the windows looking outside, and then there's like small rooms in the middle, and then another hallway and small rooms. So it's okay. Maybe you spending more time there, you may get more evidence, but
Yeah.
go
I
either.
don't know. I don't know. We really that's on our list, man. We've had it on the list for a couple of years, but I often wonder. We talk about it, and I would probably mention it to you that man, these places are so expensive, and it really bothers me that when we go to these expensive places and we hardly get any activity, and we come home and stay local, and we get all kinds of crazy activity for free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that bothers me a lot.
yeah.
Hey, Ruth,
Hey, Ruth.
there's the boss lady. So
So-
you're gaming.
Oh yeah, I was gaming.
Dylan does a lot of gaming. He's gonna probably try to find you up there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was playing.
So, what's your opinion on Waverly Hills?
I did experience some things. We heard some whistling on the fourth floor, which I didn't know that's something that normally happens. I did tell Angel I experienced pain on my side, on my rib cage, on the operating room area, which I didn't know it's a common occurrence too. But overall, we've been to creepier places.
Right.
I took a nap in the body box.
Mm-hmm.
So I did lay there on the bottom shelf. Angel stayed outside, asked questions. It did got really cold inside of the box when it was quite hot outside. We did Estes method near the room where the nurse hang herself. We didn't get anything. We did Estes method in a couple of other areas where it's supposedly very active. I did not feel a lot. We walked the body chute all the 485 feet down and back up.
Oh, my
That
God.
place has got to be creepy.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's a hike, especially coming back up. It's 45 degree and it's 485 feet down. It's
Oh wow!
yeah.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Oh yeah, and we did hear footsteps behind us coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't feel chased or ran out of that area as some of the claims are. So it was a good experience, but it was intense. Like it was okay.
Yeah.
Like in the creepy meter, there were shadows. You have that feeling that people were watching you. There were definitely all of those, you feel the shadow figures, you feel the people watching you, you feel presence. But I don't know if Angel has reviewed any of the evidence, but I did feel a couple of things here and there. Like I feel nausea in a couple of places. I feel pain on my side in a couple of places. Headaches, like stabbing pain in some places, but overall 7 out of 10.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I don't know.
Famously haunted. I feel we have been in places that are way haunted than that. Like
I would agree. I haven't been there, but we were just talking about it. These big, large name places that have become popular because of YouTube and the bigger names going there. We don't get it. We come back home and go to places that doesn't cost a dime and get a lot more action.
Yeah.
I mean, the place is really well organized. They have remodeled the first and first floor bath. I mean, it's a nice place to have people in. It was considering it was very clean. So they are putting money back into the place, which is nice because it's a beautiful building.
That is nice.
Yeah.
But we even went to the vault. I mean, we went to all the scariest places on it, and yes, you could feel there was something that there
Right.
is spirits. There is something lingering there, but I didn't feel anything excessively aggressive or haunting or it was a sanitarium, right? It's the height of the TB pandemic was there. They were shoving people down the body chute because they were dying at such a high rate, right? But
Yeah.
other than some of the medical practices back in the day that were like, breaking people's ribs so the lungs have time to expand and all of that. Yeah, that's in the area that they used to like break people's ribs because the idea was the breaking the ribs would allow the lungs to expand and actually help you heal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I don't felt a lot of malice on that place as other asylums like that we've been to, like when we went to and would be what's the place? St. Albans. Yes, St. Albans. So like, we've been to places where there's more suffering. This is disease. This is people who, yes, we're suffering, we're down. They're still hunting. You can see the shadow figures for sure. You can feel the presence, but is it worth the hype? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's worth a second visit to kind of like.
Not worth $1,500.
No.
That's the magic word. We've been fussing about $1,000,
Yeah.
and now it's $1,200. Now by next year, these big name places are going to be $1,500, $2,000. Let me tell you why. Because us stupid people are figuring out how to pay it.
Yeah.
We're the reason that they keep going up. It's us. It's not them. And that Waverly Hills, I'm telling you, stays booked
for
the whole year. So that's one place that's really making they're making money there.
And making a killing.
But I am glad that they're reinvesting.
Right.
That is good.
It does show like the lobby bathroom and the first floor where everybody has like the base camp. I mean, it's the prettiest bathroom I have been in an abandoned building. It's like pretty nice.
So you wouldn't mind sitting on it to take a leak?
I mean, I took a nap in the cooler.
Yeah.
But like, it's nice that they're investing in the property. They're keeping the property. It was a huge group, and they had like scheduled leaving times, and like 2 a.m, it was empty. The place was pretty much empty. But other than a couple of experiences, it was not. Yeah,
I understand.
We got some decisions to make.
Things about Kentucky.
Yeah.
Namely bourbon.
What'd you say about Kentucky?
Oh yeah, I enjoy other spirits in Kentucky.
I get it. I get that.
What?
Well, I don't know. We would have to think about that one. I guess it'd be hard not to go just because of the name.
Yeah.
If we can try to get in, but God.
It is a good place to go. I mean, it's it's a bucket list item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys will get different experiences than us, right? So
yeah.
Everybody.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But I honestly would not, pay for a private private group. It's a little, and it's massive. Like it's a huge place. We started like top to bottom because we figured like everybody was going to the morgue and the body chute at the start of the investigation. So we went to the children's ward. We went to the less quote unquote creepy places.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. No. We like to go to places more than once because
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like it's St. Albans. It was okay. The second time we went with you guys, it was a very different experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I would like to go back there and have more time. I missed I just totally missed it on the size of that building. I had no idea. The pictures I seen didn't do it justice. That place is a lot bigger than the pictures show it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's places that we have gone more than once because different days, different environment, different things.
Mm.
So I will not completely discard it off just based on one visit, but
Yeah, it probably would be cheaper to go in a public ghost hunt and see the place before spending $1,500 on it.
I like that idea. I really like what y'all did. That's very smart. My only concern was going to a place. Of course, that place is big enough, but going to a place and 150 people show up.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the group was not that big.
No,
maybe
it wasn't.
Maybe 30 somewhere there.
Maybe 30 people, and they split. They kind of like they guide you around the place because
Right back in.
someone was not able to find the lobby and was like asking me, what are you talking about? I'm like, you just have to go this way and that way and the other stairs, and then we found the lobby. He got lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I was waiting.
It's big.
Oh.
It's really so yeah, like go for a public investigation, feel it out, and then decide.
Mm-hmm.
How far was the drive for y'all?
Oh, we flew in.
But
y'all, let's see. You hold it now. Hold it now.
Well,
Hold it now.
he has a lot of equipment, so we flew in. But 6 hours, 7 hours?
like 10, 8, 10.
No, it's less than that. It's 7 or 8.
8, probably 8 hours. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good drive then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you pair it with a nice stay in Kentucky, have some fried chicken, go to the go to the Louisville Slugger Factory.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad for us knowing that we went to Bobby Mackey's and we had to basically drive right by Waverly Hills and couldn't stop and go. I called like on 2 different occasions just to make sure. Hey, can we just stop in? Will you be open? She was like, no, we're not. You can't just stop in, and that hurt my feelings.
Yeah, they have they have like very organized, like the haunted house stuff is separate, so you're not gonna turn a corner and find props or whatever. So that's very good of them. So it's worth a second visit.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're still going to try to go. I don't know. We're going to pick up cans and whatever we got to do. We're going to try to go.
Okay.
I know you, because he'll be crying. He won't talk for the rest of the week if I say we're not going.
Yeah. No, but it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Admin. Bobby Mackey's is, if it's not knocked down, it's going to be any time because they're getting rid of the signs. The auction has already happened. They've sold off a lot of things. Yeah. I think it may be getting knocked down.
Yeah.
That was one of those places that I expected more, Bobby Mackey's, but at the same time, probably the last 45 minutes of our investigation there turned out to be crazy wild.
Oh, wow.
But it was like if you haven't seen it, you should look at Chassie's video on Bobby Mackey's. It was it was just wild. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Now the first 2 hours, Riley and I, we got a little bit of spirit box communication, but other than that, I was a little bit disappointed. But it ended up being great. So it made up for it. And that was, that's another one of those big name places that you hear about, you read about, you see all the videos, And when you go and you come off that money and nothing's happening, you're like, what the?
Yeah.
What?
Big game place that didn't disappoint, and I really want to go back is the Ohio State Reformatory. Like,
Yeah.
That place blew our minds, and yeah, I really want to go back.
Now, did y'all do a private investigation there, or were you with a group, a public investigation?
Yeah, we were in a group.
Yeah. Same deal with a group, and it was like almost the same amount, maybe 20 to 25 people. But the place is big, so we rarely find anybody.
So what happened there? Well, tell me about it. We might add that instead of Waverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
Can you get in it? Is it booked up like all the other places?
So Ohio State Reformatory, we had a bunch, and that was bad. Basically, you only had your first spirit box bill, like your first spirit portal. Like we didn't have as much equipment as we have now. We have probably the K2 meter and the spirit box. That was it. And so there is a at least when we went, there's an exhibit where they actually have one electric chair, like the electric chair that was used on the other Ohio State prison. I'm fine here, hon. And so they let you see it, but they do not let you investigate where they have the exhibit for the electric chair. But you can sit outside of the door. And and we sat out there, and I remember putting the K2 meter next to the door, and we could see shadows under the door walking
nice.
Yeah.
towards the
nice.
Like you could literally see the shadow. And then Angel asked, like, you know where you were, and we got Mansfield clear. And what I think it was like the most like intense thing is like we're walking around the cell block. So these are, you know, free floating cell blocks. So you literally go around the whole cell block, and we have the recorder, we have the spirit box. We're walking, and we're not getting anything, nothing like that we could hear right there. We got home, and Angel started listening to the recording, and you can hear our steps, and you can hear us walking and talking. And then we start hearing banging on a cell, like bars, like with a like a baton, a security guard baton. And there was banging on the bars, and someone yelling at, "Get back."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like you could hear bang, 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 get back, bang, 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 get back.
Oh.
And yeah, when we heard that on the recorder, we were like, whoa, because we knew for a fact that there was no one near, and definitely no one was making those noises.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was like, oh, we do have to go back.
That's why I love EVPs, because when you think I let it depress me when I don't get a lot. I'm like, man, you kidding me? And it weighs on me. But then I turn on my recorder a month later, and I'm like, holy cow! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And you know you didn't hear it, because if you heard it when you were there, you would have heard yourself talking about it.
Yeah.
That's man, my hair's standing up on my arms thinking about it.
What was the other? Yeah, was it the chapel, the attic of the chapel that we did had like a like hi, like he's coming, and you know it was like a really, really cool EVP. So definitely we want to come back there.
Yeah.
But again, that was another place that everybody, oh, the basement, and
yeah,
the boiler room.
Yeah.
Is it boiler room thingy, basement?
The boiler and the confined.
Oh no, on the solitary confinement, we did got some EVPs.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm the one sitting in the like solitary confinement, getting into the box. I don't know what is it about this, but I was the one inside of the cell.
Yeah. So when did y'all go? How long has that been?
It's been a few years. I was like one of our first places we entered. Yeah, after Trala. Yeah. Yeah, he puts me in the cells and all of the places. But yeah, but definitely we have to go back and check it again.
Yeah, I
Well,
will say,
maybe
let's go to OSR. I leave Waverly for later.
I would totally agree with you now. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You got me wanting to go. I mean,
Yeah,
man,
we have good stuff there.
I want to go back to Point Pleasant.
where's that at, V?
It's in West Virginia. Where the Mothman is. There's
Oh,
so much paranormal activity down there.
There's a haunted hotel too. Hey,
Yes.
hey, Ruth.
Hey,
Hi.
Chastity.
How you doing?
good. How you doing, girl?
Doing well. I told V, I'm like, come in the bedroom so we can talk. But yeah, Point Pleasant's awesome. There's a haunted hotel right on the water, and it's kind of very surreal. And the whole town is stuck. Like it feels like it's stuck back in a certain time frame. There's hardly anywhere to eat. Like you would think there would be all kinds of stuff around, but there isn't. But there was a nice little park. We got Little Caesars and went and ate there, but we drove right past the power plant. So you might get in trouble, but you can go visit. And then they have that pond that's like radioactive. I don't know, but people do visit it too.
Yeah, and then like
The
our
Mothman store.
experiences, we have paranormal experiences entering in there like immediately, like crossing the line. Like our my phone, her tablet, and her other phone was all at 66%. One of them was at 67 and dropped to 66 when I picked it up. And then we get in the museum area and we start looking around, and I'm seeing like 1966 and everybody's seeing 66 like all over, like all the articles and stuff, and it blew my freaking mind.
It's like synchronicities, and it's a cool little place to visit. And then I can't remember the name of the hotel. I could find it though, but you can rent a room, but it's not, I don't think they do like paranormal investigations. You have to like rent the room and stuff.
Yeah, it's right there at the square, like where the Mothman statue is. It's like you drive down to the main street area and it's right there in the corner. So it's hard to miss.
Right next to the Mothman Museum. So it's all right there together. And that's like the funnest part of the whole place.
Angel uses me
Yeah.
for time, but we booked a supposedly haunted hotel in Kentucky, and now
Right.
no, they literally weird because they openly speak about having this haunted presence on like the 8th floor. I literally picked up the room on the 8th floor, and we couldn't like really feel anything in there. I mean, it was a beautiful hotel, but no.
I want to go to the Crescent Hotel, and that wasn't the one, is it? I can't remember exactly where the Crescent Hotel is. I think it's in Arkansas, actually. But they do kind of like a ghost tour and stuff like that, and they will allow you to investigate a little bit. But Kentucky's just in general haunted. But yeah, it kind of sucks when you're in a hotel and everybody can make noise and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but no. The ghost that they claim that on the hotel hasn't been seen since the 80s, quote unquote. So
wow.
They still have, her in the literally announced, even the videos, like, I mean, it's a beautiful historic hotel. It's one of the it's a beautiful hotel, historic hotel. They do tours, but it's not haunted. It's not.
Yeah. I understand. There's somewhere else. I'm trying to think. I had it in my mind, but I done forgot about it. If I think about it, I'll remember. I'll say something if I can.
We went to St. Augustine and we stayed in a hotel that does not claim it's haunted, but everybody mentions it. Kind of like the brand doesn't want to advertise or say anything. And yeah, it's definitely, we did hear music, old time music at all times in the night. We heard parties going on, music, children. That one was haunted, although the branch and the chain doesn't want to say or claim that the hotel is haunted.
St. Augustine, without a doubt, is very haunted.
It is.
The whole town.
Yeah. We went to
Gonna check it out.
outside the fort, and I was running my spirit box, and they were talking Spanish.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
We talk in Spanish with the soldiers, so that was very
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
So
I
this
love that.
somebody's asking a question: who believes in the Mothman?
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I've never heard of the Mothman until tonight, so I don't know who the Mothman is.
I don't know what that is.
Wow.
You neither?
And the whole thing, man.
I'd never heard of it.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Say it
Yeah.
again. I just want to say wow again.
Now,
You've
okay.
never heard.
Now we
I'm
read
telling you.
there.
Now we have to go to Point Pleasant just for shits and giggles.
Thank God, because I've been trying to go back down there just to take one picture.
Yeah, so the Mothman for me is a cryptid. Cryptids can be either physical or interdimensional. Did we see the Mothman? No, but there is a certain energy 100% over that town, and it's said. So here's something really interesting. It said that people were seeing this Mothman creature around the time of how can I say this? Around the time of the bridge collapse. So they were starting to have reports of it, but there's also a lot of UFO activity in this area as well. And it probably is it's probably further than the 37th parallel, which is a whole nother thing. And I'm very close to the 37th parallel. We probably all are, actually. We all kind of live around it. It's the parallel talking about latitude, longitude. The 36th degree of longitude is supposedly like very active with UFO sightings. So, do I think it was like an omen of some type of creature coming through? It's possible. I mean, if a lot of people are seeing something, there was something there. I don't think there's really been any sightings since then, since the bridge collapse.
Actually, there has, and it has been in Walnut Cove.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So we used to live in Walnut Cove. That's where I kind of married into with my ex-husband. And we lived on, well, I've talked about it publicly, but we lived on Hinsdale Road. And that is where I got my initial 15-year haunting from. So I mean, this is where I experienced a lot of activity, and people reported seeing like a dark figure with red eyes out in the woods. I lived right next to the woods basically, and come to find out, one of the people that were on the bridge that night, he was driving an armored military truck. And he lived on the same road as I did up in Walnut Cove. He was from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, and he lived on Hinsdale Road. Think about it. The bridge that night, there was a lot of problems. He was in a military armored truck. So what was that truck carrying, and how much did it weigh? That truck could have contributed to the bridge fall? Like, there is some really weird stuff I dived into about the Mothman. The Mothman's one of the most popular cryptids in West Virginia. So
It's not the most
Wow.
popular.
I'm behind.
We're way behind. Yeah, we're way behind.
Yeah.
Especially on the cryptid stuff. I know hardly anything about the cryptid side.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff and shows and documentaries about that whole thing. It's
Several deep dives.
It's creepy.
yeah, it's a crazy thing.
And do the Jersey Devil while we're at it.
I've heard about.
You have?
Yeah, on Travel Channel.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that one either.
Oh, while we're at it, we can look for the Dog Man.
Or the
Dogman's everywhere.
That's Virginia is like real big with the Dog Man folklore.
We're gonna get 8 is what's gonna happen. Everybody, it's gonna be like a horror movie, and only one of us are gonna make it back, and then there's gonna be found footage.
All we gotta do is beat Riley.
It's going to be
Gotta stay in
found.
front of Riley.
yeah, we're good.
I don't stand a chance.
Poor Riley.
And then I'm next in line after Riley, so it's fine.
I'm just going to trip whoever's beside me, so you might want to walk about 3 feet away.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, it's okay.
I wouldn't leave you.
Yeah, I'll go.
West Virginia, and we just go from one place to the other. We go to Sweet Springs, we go to Trans Allegheny.
Yes.
We can spend a month in West Virginia easily.
Yeah.
I think
It's like my
Allegheny
dream.
is on the list for sure.
Yeah.
But now you really got my attention going with the Ohio State place you're talking about.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would like to see that.
And I think I'd definitely rather go there than Waverly Hills now.
Yeah, I'd much rather go to where Ruth was talking about.
You have to check that out.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I
It's,
want to start investigating small time. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you were talking.
oh, you're fine. I said it's, it's one of those things. It's a bucket list item. You should go at least once.
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going.
Oh, definitely.
And I don't want to brag about it since all of us are up here who are going next month. But every time I brag about it, I end up eating my words. When you said when you walk through the gate, and you got those feelings, you're gonna get them. You're gonna really get them
At Brushy
when we go to
Mountain.
Brushy Mountain. I promise y'all, you can get them.
Yeah, we're about that one.
As soon as I walked through that gate, I felt like I was going there to die.
He really, as soon as we walked through, it was almost like we were going to prison.
I did not feel welcome.
He got
at
thick,
all.
and he don't do that a lot. But we were not 50 feet down that hallway, and he was about bent double. I thought we were going to have to go back out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
you're saying
Right.
it's like painful? It was just completely painful for you, like Bobby
it
Mackey's was
was-
for me?
Yes, it was overbearing.
Oh Lord. Me and Ruth are
it
gonna
was
have to
heavy.
join powers like Captain Planet and be like Earth, air, water, fire.
Hey, Chastity,
Because
Wait a minute.
for me,
picture this.
Oh, Ruth's talking. What'd you say, Ruth?
prisons are tough for me.
Oh,
Prisons
Yeah.
prison.
and sanitariums, like asylums in general, are hard. Sanitariums not so much, but asylums and jails are hard, physically hard.
I understand that.
Yeah. We went to West Virginia Penitentiary, which I'm gonna try to do like in 2025, I really want to get a group together. I can pull in 20 people and like sell event tickets. I'm going to try to do an event at the end of 2025 or maybe even the first of 2026 at West Virginia Penitentiary. Because, I mean, it was pretty interesting. I didn't have too many problems there, but I do know Brushy Mountain is a lot different. There is some type of energy bubble around that place. It's kind of creepy, and it's got something to do with the land. There's probably ley lines. Like I need to at least research that. Like the place we're going next Saturday, I don't know much about. I've tapped into Brushy Mountain. I've definitely tapped into a bit more, and there's some really dark stuff there. So I got my paranormal outfit. Got it from Shein. I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna be.
A plan for that one.
I'll be disappointed, but I really don't think we are. I'm just going to lay it out. This is one of the places where I told Riley I do not like the amount of money they're charging, but it's one of those places. If we're going to go because I just know it's going to be. It should be worth it.
Yeah.
I really know it's going to be worth it. The one part about it that I do not understand to this day. Riley was telling me one thing he had read, but the children's voices in the prison, I don't understand that. The little girls, little kids talking, I don't understand where does that
Those
come
aren't
from?
little kids.
Well,
Yeah.
that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Dating little kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were children that actually were put in Brushy Mountain. That's part of the history. They would put little boys that stole loaves of bread in Brushy Mountain with these
That's what I
people.
thought.
You're right. I remember hearing that.
Yeah, there were children actually put in prison there, just along with the adults, and it was awful.
Yep, and left to die.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrible.
And that was another thing we've heard, even from the lady we talked to when we were there, that prison back in the day, it was known for, without being spoken about, when they wanted to get rid of a prisoner,
They send them.
they put him on a bus and send him to Brushy Mountain, and he would be gone.
The end of the line.
And then that's exactly what the sign says when you pull up.
The end of the line.
The end of the line. So, and we didn't realize it that day, but after going and and really by the time we were there 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
But when we got back to our motel, we started researching and things started adding up. But he's right. The weight that you guys know when you go somewhere, you know when you get there, you feel the weight on your shoulders, and you know what's going down, and it doesn't get any better. That's how this place is going to be. I'm just telling you.
I called after we went to St. Albans the next day. When I woke up, I was telling Angel, I'm like, this is what I called a paranormal hangover. Like you wake the next day and you have this. I was feeling the next day like headache and nauseous and like exhausted to a point like beyond. I'm like, this is like, a paranormal hangover.
Yeah.
I agree. That St. Albans, that one, y'all, and I feel like it was mostly because of the me being awake so much the day or two before and then driving all the way there and us coming back. It took me it took me maybe almost a whole week to get over it before I felt felt like myself.
Yeah.
It did something to me. And Dylan said the same thing.
So what's weird is I didn't have, the only thing I always have is my body pain because of my problems. It did not do that to me. I mean, and I'm not just saying it didn't do that to y'all by any means, but what's weird is I did not have a paranormal hangover for this one. And it makes me wonder why, because normally I should have, is what I'm saying.
Because probably they target. I got it for you, girl.
I think, you connected deeply. And matter of factly, I put together Rebecca's room's video because it was audio and video over top. And you and Brittany were highly affected and connected strongly emotionally with Rebecca. And that area is, I think, exactly what did it to you, honestly.
That area did mean. I don't think in all of the places we have been, I've said, I'm out. I'm not coming back into the building. That night, I was out. Building that night.
Yeah. It was highly emotional. And I mean, we did get some responses on the spirit box. I'm going through them now. I've got one more video to piece together, and then I have the whole video edited, but then I have to re-edit the whole video and start cutting more stuff out. But yeah, there's a lot of straight direct responses from the Necrophonic app.
Yeah, it was emotionally and physically painful. Like it was a lot.
Dylan was sick for several days.
Yeah.
Dylan was, like he said, he felt like he was physically attacked. But even after that, he told us like 3 or 4 days later, he was like, "Guys, how are y'all feeling?" He said, I'm not myself. I don't feel right. Something's going on."
Yeah.
And we thought he had an attachment,
Yeah.
And he may have. I don't know, but he's well now. But at the same time, he struggled.
And that's what we did not have on Waverly. Like, the next day we're fine.
Yeah.
So it's, sometimes you get it, sometimes. I'm not saying the place is not, because the place is clearly haunted, but yeah, you go to other places and you feel it way more.
Like, what did you say? It was Ohio State Penitentiary?
OSR Reformatory.
Reformatory.
Yes.
You put that in your phone.
Yeah.
We're going. I say we're going to check that out before Waverly Hills.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Garnet House.
Yes, the Morgan Freeman movie,
Shawshank Redemption. Yeah.
Oh, can you go there?
Yeah, that is the place.
I did not know that.
Where?
In the Shawshank Redemption movie. I did not know that.
That's where they film it.
Mm-hmm.
Daggone, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Town, there's like also like you saw the movie, there's like parts of the town that comes in the movie. Yeah, Mansfield, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried to get Robbins back into the Ohio State Reformatory for like the 30th anniversary of the movie. They were doing a showing, and he said he will not set foot in that place again.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The showers are also very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have new jail right behind it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which they warn you. You
They
cannot
warn
take
you.
pictures
Yeah.
to the windows, because if they take you, if they catch you taking pictures, there is actually guards from the prison, from the new prison,
From the new prison.
nearby, and they will take you there.
And there's like, yeah, there's like, they have an area like where you can go outside and take a break, but there's areas like you can't go past this point because that is actually the new prison, and there's guards there watching, and yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's literally on the same property.
Yeah, it's done the same. Yeah, it's really close by, the new one and the old one.
Yeah, they
Wow.
built line, and so like there's like an area like you can cross back, you know. In the shower there's a window, and they have signs like you can take pictures from this point backwards, but you cannot take pictures that way because that's where the actual current prison is.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a very interesting place.
Well, we got a long list of locations, but we're gonna move some places around.
Yeah, we are.
For sure.
Problem is
That's where we need input from you guys. We need to make our own page, I guess. And,
yeah,
and label it to bucket list to okay one day, but or next year or whenever. But right now we gotta work towards this place. The most important. We need to make us a page where we all can get to it and start adding to it.
Chat about it or something.
Riley's popping a dip in. Everybody, check him out.
Wait,
look at it. Oh, damn. Nice, buddy. You got 2 million people watching you put that shit in your mouth.
Yeah, and I'm going for number 3 for them.
3 pinches tonight, y'all.
Y'all got lucky.
It'd be falling out of his mouth in 5 minutes.
Get it, benefit of the doubt.
Now we can't understand the thing you say. Oh my God.
It takes me a minute.
All right. So sorry, we're putting y'all through that.
All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry for that. God.
He's gonna get that buzz in a minute, though. He's gonna be floating. That nicotine's gonna kick in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need to get together some ideas for 2025 and plan out at least 1 week where we hit up 3 locations with a day in between each location. And if we need help planning that out and getting the fun. Yeah,
I think
I'm an event planner, so that's kind of what I do. So I could handle all the inner workings of that. I did event planning for many, many years. So we can make it a vacay basically.
That would be cool. We'd have to plan it now, though.
Oh, Chastity. I just remembered, Chastity. I have to tell you something.
What happened?
Do you remember when you were asking about the feelings we got at Bobby Mackey's?
Yeah.
Well, look at it like this. It's a lot like, or it's a lot like, or the feelings, what you were asking about, the feelings we got at Brushy Mountain. But look at it like this. It's a lot like the feelings we got at Bobby Mackey's on steroids.
Yeah. I believe it.
For everybody involved. I'm not. I say that, and several times it's bit me in the butt. Granger's.
Me too. Trust me.
Hell, well, not really hell. A few places, but this place here, I'm not going to say it anymore. But it's going to be on. It's going to be on. It'll be good there, and I think we'll all experience different things. There's so many different emotions in this place. I don't know if it's more. Probably a lot of it is psychological because, like you were saying, the electric chair room, the whole, the cafeteria, because they got signs. And you got to be careful. You got to because they're kind of like St. Albans. There's signs that tell you, this room was such and such's room. Well, at Brushy Mountain, there's signs like that also. Tell you how many people who died here and what happened. and it'll plant seeds if you're not careful. And you know as good as I do that when you get that stuff in your mind and you're there experiencing it, next thing you know, you feel like you're a part of it.
Yeah.
Especially when you get into it as deep as we do.
Yeah.
And y'all, Ruth and Chastity for sure. And V.
How many people are going to Brushy Mountain now?
We need to get an updated count.
Brad and Fiona.
I think there may be like 10.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're getting, and we can have 12 for sure. But we're definitely going to have 10.
Awesome.
Okay.
Is
Bye, Admit. Have a good night.
Who's that?
Admit Audacity. She's one of my subscribers. She ended up finding your live because we didn't. Yeah, she ended up finding. Yeah, she's cool. She's one of my girlies, and then Edna. Yep,
She
Edna,
said
come on.
2:00 in the morning, wherever she's at.
Yep, she's across the pond. The big one.
Right. Jerry's told me some stories about across the pond.
Yeah, because he was a Marine.
Yeah.
Go to bed, man. Go to bed. Damn, go to bed.
No, I'm saying that's the only time I've heard across the pond.
Okay.
Really?
That's what he calls it.
I have heard him say that. I've heard him say that. He can tell you some stories. Angel, I like the new yes, no, man. I like it.
I love it.
We want some more of it.
Yeah.
We're going to try this new stuff out next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Break it in. Literally not break it in, but help you put it to work.
But if it breaks, I can fix it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I know a guy who can fix it.
That's great. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to get these investigations. I'm trying my hardest. I really been struggling as of late to get in the mood to edit because editing is a lot. And again, I'm trying my best to get this out, but of course I have a few readings happening and trying to balance everything. And then my daughter unfortunately broke her ankle this Saturday on the trampoline. So a lot more stuff kind of happening these days, but now I'm going to have 2 whole full videos that I have to edit after this. I've got to get this video out and it's stressful, but I love it though. I mean, even though I complain a little bit, I'm not complaining. I'm just venting, but I love it.
So I hadn't seen your video you just put out. Dylan was telling us it was awesome.
Oh, you're talking about, so that is with my Lights at Midnight podcast channel that me and Emily, the fine art medium, do together. So that's where we react to either we drop like knowledge videos or we react to like popular or sometimes even smaller content creator videos and see what we get from them. So, yep, that's the one about Colin from the Paranormal Files. He had some attachments. So that's a big 2-parter video. Did pretty well. It got a little over 2,000 views so far. So it's doing pretty good.
Oh my
He just released a crazy video about
Bohemian
Grove.
Yeah.
And he's about put his life on the line for that video. Like he had all kinds of stuff hacked or attempted.
And who was that, V?
That's Colin from the Paranormal Files. It's the guy you told us about a while back that you found.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been watching him for years, but we didn't figure out who he was talking about until about the end of the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's if you want to, you can check out his video at Brushy Mountain.
Yeah,
he's got one.
He straight up give you an opinion about it, and it's kind of the same as Riley and myself's.
yeah.
Oh, I've tried to wait and not really look too much into other people's paranormal experiences first, just to kind of give us some validation as well as them.
See, I can't do that with every place we go because I've seen so much paranormal stuff because I've been into this stuff for so long, even outside of doing it. Well, obviously, I just got into the investigating like in public, but as far as investigating with my abilities. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years now, and then even prior, I had always been into the ghost shows. So the cool thing, I'll just make this short, but something that cool that happened this past video he put out this Wednesday on Bohemian Grove. After 6 or 7 years of watching him straight, I finally won the gift bag he gives away. And
That's cool.
yeah, I was so excited. I'm like, oh my God, it's been like 7 years. He hasn't been giving away the gift bags for 7 years, but so I guess I'll be getting a package from the Paranormal Files in the mail, and hopefully in the next few weeks. I'm excited.
Now you have a little connection. You can shoot in one of your videos. Hook a sister up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch the shows, but then I forget because ADHD. So
I
remember
feel you there.
places, and I'm like, oh, cool. This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Chastity, I messaged Tom McDonald the other day.
What'd he have to say?
He didn't never reply, but I messaged him, and
If he replies once, it's over. Riley won't leave him alone.
I'm going to
He'll
cry.
have to change numbers.
Are you ready to be jealous?
Yeah, I got embarrassed.
Yeah, we talked to Tom McDonald when he went live on Discord a few years ago when he dropped gravestones. Me and Ivy, all the kids, we on the phone, we talked to Tom McDonald. Yeah, Nick got scared and embarrassed, and he was kind of fangirling over Tom McDonald, but we all really like Tom McDonald. We're not as big of fans as we used to be, but
I wasn't necessarily
He
fangirling,
was.
but it was shut up. It was more or less like I've been watching this guy since he was small, and I watched him come up and actually turn into like a big YouTuber. And it was the first time I'd seen something like that. And I had all these questions that I wanted to ask him. And then when he got on the phone, my mind just went completely blank.
yeah, we waited for 4 hours.
You guys,
Sounds like me with Sam and Dane.
Yeah.
I did ask him a great question, though. I asked him about his beats. I was like, is that your dog barking on your beat? And he revealed that there's dogs barking all over his beats. So now like everybody just did like a big like search for the dog beat kind of thing, or the dog barks in the beats.
When he's recording and making his beats, but yeah.
Yeah.
What were you? Did you say something, Angel?
oh, he got starstruck.
Yeah.
Starstruck, yeah.
Yeah, he certainly did. It was interesting, but he hasn't done that since. I think after that phone call he did for 4 hours with fans, he's too big now. But
He ended it after he talked to us.
yeah, well, he had already been on the phone for 4 hours. He was drained.
And we were the very last one.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was probably a little something to do with the craziness. But yeah, Ivy got to talk to him. I recorded some of it. Well, it'll never see the light of day, but I did record it. But yeah, super excited about Stonewall Manor, connected to that woman's energy. It is, I did do the research. It is the Victorian period. I mean, yeah, you can validate it or whatever. I know what I heard. So she is a Victorian period woman. And I believe that we are going to have some interactions with her because I'm going to try to address her directly. If she's connected with me that heavy at Stonewall Manor, then yeah, we're going to be talking to this Victorian lady that was fierce. She was fierce. Something else.
And don't rewatch this live, by the way.
Why?
Because of
y'all
what
talk
we
junk
talked about before.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
were
y'all talk
talking
junk.
So much trash about you.
I bet. Talking junk, talking smack while I'm gone. It's
No, we found out who the name is that Angel got. So yeah, don't watch it.
I won't.
Don't watch.
I got you.
I'm just trying to look out for you.
I appreciate it. I was just joking.
Y'all
Calm
see
down.
how she treats me.
Yeah, I treat him so poorly.
Yeah.
Go make me something to eat. I need a Sammy.
Yo, it's supposed to be the other way around.
He woke me up with a cheeseburger. He spoiled me this one day. He woke me up with a cheeseburger in my face. That's what got me out of bed.
At least it won't Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. I'm over it.
Right, open that third eye.
Boy, got you to the toilet.
I mean, Wednesdays, you know, we go live with you guys, so it's only natural we got to open our third eye.
Yeah, it is.
It started becoming a tradition.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and we're going to go next Saturday night to Stonewall.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Angel, Ruth, are y'all coming to Stonewall this time?
Oh yeah.
Are we?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Ruth's like, are we?
Awesome.
This is gonna be a badass event.
We are.
It'll
Yay.
be cool.
It will be awesome.
So just to let you know, I think it's 8 to 11 or 7 to 11. I'll look back, but we can stay longer if we want to.
You can.
Okay.
Actually, they charge for it, but we can stay as long as we want to stay. That was just the time that he let me choose and quickly said, you guys can stay longer, but it's, I don't know, $75 an hour. I don't know what it was. I'll look and see.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, depends on, I guess it depends on how everything goes. I think, it's a small place too.
Yeah.
So we might be able to get in and get out of there. It's up to y'all. I'm just along. I mean, I appreciate it and I'm along for the ride and I'm going to be smiling.
Maybe we can talk them into coming down on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be a little extra friendly, you know.
We'll bring Taco Bell.
No, that's not how you get friendly.
I'm bringing 20 soft tacos.
You bring Taco Bell, just don't eat none of it because I don't know how the bathrooms are at Stonewall.
Right?
We'll all be out back blowing it up.
I do know they have a wood line nearby.
Damn.
Good.
We'll never get invited back to Stonewall.
I'll prop on a magnolia tree.
If they're very particular about what's in their place, yeah, Taco Bell might be a bad idea because we don't want to blow up their bathroom. We need one of those porta potties that just pop up on the side of the road. You can buy them where the so.
Oh my God! You guys remember the bathrooms at Bobby Mackey's? Like the troughs and they no running water. It was terrible.
I bet for the boys, it smelled like piss out there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to Waverly to just check out the bathrooms because they were.
Yeah, she said they say the bathrooms at Waverly are probably nicer than anyone in our homes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like really nice remodel with beautiful, hotel quality bathrooms at Waverly. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll definitely go there for the bathrooms.
I'm good. I'll spend $1,500 another way.
Yeah, me too.
Lord.
1,500 is like, wow.
Yeah, well, at least we have 10 people going. That's a positive.
That's a good part. I mean, when you can split it up, it's better, but it's still it only sucks when you get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when it really hits home. You're like, are you kidding me? We spent this money and
Yeah.
and nothing, got nothing. But that really doesn't happen a lot until we go to these expensive places.
Yeah, it makes you so mad. It's like you just want to go start your own haunted house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywhere I go is haunted, so that's not hard.
Right. It's a haunted world.
I'm kidding.
I'm not.
Yeah, I've been dealing with something. So y'all want to hear before we go? Y'all want to hear my scary dream I had?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's super short. Pretty much, it's not super long. So I have a black blanket with golden stars. It's a small lap blanket. I got it from Dollar General, nothing crazy. But I wrapped up in it like a burrito a couple nights ago, and then I took because I had it real cold in here, my air conditioner, but it's starting to get chilly outside, but I still enjoyed it. So I wrapped myself up in that, and then I used my big blanket to put between my knees. The reason I'm telling, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Put between my knees, and basically I was on my right side, and I have a his and hers closet here in my room. And if you're looking at it, the one on the
hers and hers closet.
Fuck you. Okay. It's a nobody's closet right now, but anyways, it's across the room on the left side. And I was asleep and I woke up in my dream. Like I was sleeping and woke up in my dream in the same position. It was very real. And that closet door was cracked open. And it's not coming open, okay, by itself. So pretty much it was cracked open and I could feel something staring at me. And I'm like a really big bitch if I get woke up. So I was cussing at it.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I really am. And I was like,
the worst.
I'm gonna have to censor this. F off and leave me the F alone. I'm trying to sleep. And then I lay back down, in my dream. I'm not like, this ain't actually happening like consciously. And then lay back down, and it's like I come back into my room and I sit up again, but that blanket somehow had stretched across the room, and something was trying to pull that blanket off of me. And I felt it. I felt it in my dream tugging on the blanket, and it had a good grip, but I was like, F you. So I grab it and I'm like, give me my mother blanket. And I'm like, off, go away and leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. And then I like shot light at it in my dream, and then the whole dream got ate up by the light, right? And the very next thing happened is I come back into like dream world or whatever, and there was like a woman standing in a kitchen, like a commercial kitchen, but it was old timey because the hood and the griddle or the stove was in the middle of the kitchen. It just looked outdated, and it looked kind of like my great grandmother, but it wasn't. It was weird. It was like something trying to look like my great grandmother, and she was stirring an empty pan with like just black crumbs in the pan, like where you've already cooked something, but she was trying to cook it. It was so weird. And then I'm like, okay, I'm like, you need, and it was something, I don't know what it was. And then I just enveloped everything in light again, but I think it has something to do with my client, but it was scary.
Sounds a lot like an intro to American Horror Story.
Well, that's my life. Somebody make a movie about this shit. Come on, I need a movie deal.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
funny.
anyway,
The lady that was holding Angel and as when he was sleeping and telling me like, look at me.
Oh yeah.
oh God.
It hit me in the forehead like, open your eyes. I'm not gonna open it.
Oh my God. In a dream, or like, did it wake you up that way?
Yeah, she was hitting me hard in the head.
Oh my God.
I've been there too, Angel. I know exactly how you feel. Like for the longest time, it hasn't happened since I got rid of the spiritual spouse, but before that, I had been. It wouldn't let me dream at all. Like anytime I would be ready to almost fall asleep, it'd thump me in the forehead, or it would like poke me or stab me with something.
That's
I had to kick that bitch out.
Yep.
Oh, you're laying in bed one night. I'm serious. We were laying in bed one night, and this woman come to me. I kept seeing her, and then I had this vision, and I drew her into my notebook. And then me and him were laying in bed, and I was facing him, and he was laying flat. And all of a sudden, in his place, in my mind's eye, I saw this woman with black long hair, and she had almost like a thought form in a way, but her face just didn't look 100% human, but she looked real peaceful. And then she like opened her eyes and sat up and looked at me. And when she like did that, her face completely changed, like her skin ripped off her jaw and her teeth grew. And I was like, oh hell no, bitch, you gotta go. I kicked her out. I kicked her straight out the house. And the crazy thing is
I thought she was pretty hot.
Yeah, well, she was when she wasn't evil, but then like she's been out. I kicked her out, and she wouldn't leave. She would not leave. So for about a year, I would see her off the back porch, but I had done stuff to keep her out the home. And even my kids ended up seeing her. She had a white dress. And I don't know what it is about this black hair, white dress, and these darker entities mimicking that, I guess because of scary movies.
But
they're
the same thing
shapeshifters.
about that.
Yeah.
Like a higher, like a common memory, like a collective of images, like of these, and you get all of these images, and I think they draw on that because this black long hair, white dress, it's everywhere. I think
Agreed.
it's the collective image. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember big guy that found Ohio State Reform Authority. I had to kick that one out of here.
Oh yeah.
I was like, you are out.
Yeah.
It was a big shadow, like soul, like massive, and it was like almost at the end of the night, and Angel taking pictures. I remember we captured through the portal someone saying stop, and I told Angel like stop taking pictures, and Angel being Angel. And I'm like, you need to stop. You need to stop now. And yeah, that thing follow us home and was here for a while. I had to like do some serious stuff to kick him out of the house.
Golly. Woo.
Wow.
Yeah, some things are a lot harder to get rid of than others.
Yeah,
That's crazy though.
All right,
I don't
y'all tell
blame
us that joke. I see y'all laughing. I want to know the rest of the story.
Next time I'm gonna send it to Kingston.
Hell no, don't do that. Oh, if it comes to Kinston, you all know about it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna pull an
They'll be
angel.
calling in the
ain't you?
reserves. Yeah.
You'll pull an angel like, what the fuck?
That might be one of the funniest stories. I know it wasn't funny to you, Angel, at the time, but we Riley is all the time talking about you and that big shadow that come towards you, and the first thing you say is, "What the?" You know. So now we're out in the shop or we're walking around, we're doing something, and he'll go, "What the?" For no reason, you know.
That happened to me at St. Albans with Ruth and Angel, actually, while y'all were on tour, or y'all were on the tour, and I walked over to the staircase that went up beside the basement that went down the two staircases, and I walked over there and I saw like a dark spot, and it looked like a piece of furniture at first, but when my eyes adjusted, it was a dark shadow, and then it like was tall, and then it shrunk down, and it grabbed onto the side of like the handle that you walk down the steps with, and it grabbed on the side of that and like climbed on the wall and like skittered down it. And I run over to Ruth. I'm pretty sure it skittered. Yeah, I run over to Ruth and I was like, I said, what the? And then I was like, I had my phone. I wasn't recording or anything. And I was like, F that. And I walked back and go look what I did. I run to Ruth. That was the one time I did get scared. And I normally don't get scared.
That is true.
Yeah, I was like, because he did. It skittered down the side of the wall. I'm like, oh, fuck you. This was the first time. I'm sorry. This was the first time I walked into this place, too. Like, we hadn't even been in there. I was already seeing ghosts outside and stuff. But yeah, it decided to skitter towards me. Then I decided to go upstairs by myself, and something got dragged across the floor. I think if you go back to St. Albans, if we ever do go back in the years to come,
No.
I would go back years later.
I definitely want to go back. I'll be way more prepared this time.
Too many stairs.
That place big time.
We just go back during the winter time. Too hot.
Yeah, no doubt.
So when,
Sometime closer to Saturnalia.
speaking of getting scared, when I was like, I need to get out of Rebecca's room, I just darted out, right? I'm like, I'm out. And then halfway through the second room, I was like, what the hell am I doing by myself going out over here?
Right. That's scary. Yeah. When we were coming up the basement steps, I was the last person coming up the steps from the group investigation, and I felt something behind me. I felt like I wanted to run, and everybody's like waddling up the steps, and I'm like, go. In my mind, I'm like, go, 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 because there's literally energy like pushing us out of that basement.
But like, I'm like, that was in the attic, so I make the second floor where you had the shadow thing, and that's when I like everybody stay, and I'm just like, I'm like, okay, don't look anywhere, just look at the door and go for the door.
Yeah.
Those hallways at that place, there was a few of them. When I was at the back of the line, of course, and we were walking, I was like, geez, I really want to look behind me, but I'm scared too.
Oh, absolutely.
I took my phone and just snapped some pictures, then I'd glance at my phone. But I was really, there was one of those hallways in particular, I would have bet any amount of money or whatever that we would have saw a shadow figure or something in one of those hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was really creepy hallways there.
So, like, after you guys left, and it was just us and Angel and Brittany and Ethan, and we were basically out. We were upstairs investigating the room, and during that time, I realized I didn't have my phone on me, which was odd. Because I have to have it to control my lights, and so I knew I left it downstairs. I went downstairs for it, and I could feel something like follow me down the steps.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm walking downstairs, I'm thinking, okay, there is something down here. I know that it is, and it knows that I know. So like as soon as I felt that, the whole atmosphere started getting thicker. It started getting like, instead of cold, it got hot, like unbelievably hot. Like I could feel sweat starting to drip off of my forehead. And
Wow.
I make 2 turns and I'm lost. No way to find my way back to you guys. Everybody's upstairs. I stop and I listen and I can hear you guys, but it's like, where are the stairs that I took to get back to you? So now I'm feeling this overwhelming feeling hit me of panic, and I'm not a panicking guy. Like I don't freak out in situations like that at all. So I know like if I'm feeling that, then that's coming from somewhere. And just the whole time I'm looking for my phone, I could never find it. I go back upstairs. I ask Ethan if he remembers what room we were in. We go down there. He's like, yeah, definitely. Guess what? He didn't know what room it was in either. So now we're both just wandering downstairs trying to figure out where this room was. And when we did find it, it was completely in a different place than what we thought it would have been, like where we were last time. Like we thought we just come out of the room and then went right upstairs. No, that wasn't the case. It was like down a hallway into the corner. Like
That's crazy.
yeah, the atmosphere these things created was what I found to be the most interesting thing out of that visit.
And also St. Albans, it reminded me more of the energy of a haunted object than a haunted place.
Yes.
Honestly, dealing with haunted objects and stuff, it reminded me of how dark haunted objects can be. But what I was going to say about if we ever go back to St. Albans, to really get things happening, you need to go somewhere by yourself.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say, is like, if we really want, we should all split up and stay close, but like maybe go on the same floor and hit up a different room or something, like, and just do an experiment and see, and all stay like 5 or 10 minutes and record each individual person, like with their light or their phone or whatever, and see. I bet we would get the craziest shit ever.
They want us alone and in the dark.
So when I was outside for the last part, I was talking to the guy who was, working there. And when you mentioned the objects, that is absolutely possible, because with the whole thing, when they do the haunted houses, he told me that there's so many people who had brought donations and articles and stuff that, because I was talking to him, because the first time Angel and I went, there was so much crap from the haunted houses. And he's been working on like clearing it up and cleaning. And yeah, he said that a lot of people donate stuff that they have in the attic and a lot of crap. And yeah, that tracks with the whole different, like the haunted objects.
That makes perfect sense. I did not know that prior to this.
Yeah.
Right.
When you said it now, it clicked. I'm like, yeah, that's why, because they take all of these donations for when they're building the haunted houses. And then
nice.
You go.
Makes sense.
The fact they did it like that too brought more into the place, because it created more like thought form energy when people are there. Like they're looking at these objects and then their minds are going through a certain hysteria, and that also invites things in.
Yeah. What was the place in that old theater we investigated?
The Benton Hall.
Benton Hall.
Yeah,
similar. Like there's a room full of a bunch of people that they donate from, like found in the attics when grandmother and grandfather died. So you really don't know what's there anymore, because there's such a mix of energies that come from objects that people donate to these places.
Kind of like a Bobby Mackey's too, in a way. Like they had all that different cultures that owned things, owned the place before one another. So it was like things stacked on top of other things.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I did not know that. Edna's like, Edna said, I get to where I want to go do what you guys do, but I'm too scared to F around and find out. That's the Black Cauldron saying, everybody, want to F around and find out. So that's kind of what we did. But I did not know that about the haunted objects or the objects that were being brought there. But yes, there is that dimension. There is a specific dimension, and not always the same. But when it comes to haunted objects, there's like, I don't know how to explain it, but there is like, it's not like a race or anything, but there's like a specific type of entity that associates with objects, because that's not every entity's preference. And they come from this really dark, cloudy space, like in time. It's like another dimension, and they are able to shapeshift and transform. And all they want is like physical. They're after the physical body. So it makes you want to ask, like, what is so special about this place that makes these entities want to be here? But if you do your research, um, you know that there's different types of entities that chase after the physical body, especially dark entities, demonic entities. They just want to be in the physical. And, I explained this to a friend and client of mine today, about how dealing with the reason people don't feel, and this is just my opinion or whatever perspective, the reason people, when they're having these experiences, they say they sometimes can't feel God. Well, yeah, you are divine spirit, whatever you want to call it. That's because that's always present around us. We get used to that feeling. But, like when I connect with spirits and stuff, and or high divine spirits, it does kind of feel very comforting. My pain, if I have pain, it goes away. It's almost like how you would say being filled with the Holy Spirit. It is kind of like that, connecting with higher vibrational beings. It puts you in a really positive mood. But I will say this, doing the paranormal work, when you're around something that's darker, they're much more physical, much more present than you'll ever feel an ascended being, because they're higher up in the chain. Ascended beings are further away than these darker beings, because they're trying to funnel in to get into our existence. I know that sounds wild, but it's just something I've been pondering lately.
It's like they want what we have because what we have is unique and special.
Well, if you think about it, you need to work to connect to a higher vibrational spirit. So when you go
Yes.
lower vibration spirit, when you go to these entities that are, it requires no work to connect with them, and that's how you feel it more, because it's there. Like you said, it's easier to connect the physical world versus like you having to work to get yourself into a higher state to connect.
Agreed.
Than it is to lower vibration spirits.
Yep.
People,
That makes sense too. I've never thought of it that way.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing, theorizing here.
Yeah, it makes sense. So, because you have to raise your vibration, and it's not easy. And working in the industry and doing this type of work for higher and lower vibrations, I have to ask myself how. At the highest vibration, is it because I'm at a higher vibration that I'm able to see both light and dark? Because there are some mediums that won't touch the dark stuff, and that's understandable. Not everybody's meant to work it. And this is not me trying to be cocky, but not every medium can handle light and dark. Some just stick to light because that's what they're more comfortable with. But also there's a reason, because when you do paranormal investigations and you connect with energy like this, it can come with a set of fuckery.
Yeah, like energy vacuum.
Yeah, you can get, like, coming back from St. Albans, there was a male spirit that tried to hitch a ride with us, and I kept telling him to get out of the car, and he would not listen until he finally got kicked out before he got back to the house. So something did try to come home with us that night, and I told him, I said, we've got a hitchhiker. So it's wild, but definitely very worth it. This place, what I'm finding is about paranormal investigation. This will be my fourth investigation, like going out in public. I still feel the energy and stuff, but it is different being there, because each place has a different energy signature, even though it's, it's just,
Absolutely.
it's crazy. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I feel like Riley and I, and probably Dylan for sure, we've probably experienced, probably had a hitchhiker for sure and didn't know it. Just being raw and not really paying as close of attention to what's going on around us as we should have.
Yeah.
I could almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some weird things that happen out here in his apartment where we keep all our equipment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some weird shit happens out here sometimes, like, everything gets shut off, and one night I'm looking out of the house, looking out here, and it's dark in here, and I'm looking out the window, and there's a red light on. And I'm like, there is nothing with a red light on in this place. Nothing. There's no red lights in here. And so I keep looking, and I'm like, dude, I'm going out there. And I walk out here, and there's a red light, and by the time I get within like 10 feet of the door to open the door, the glow of the red light goes out.
oh hell no.
There's nothing in here red. And I told Riley right then, I said, buddy, we're going to be getting some sage, and we're going to be getting it like as quick as damn Amazon can drop it off.
Get you some Palo Santo too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Amazon lady dropped it off that Saturday. She said, what are y'all doing with all this? I said, stick around and find out. I said, you got it. If we ain't smoking it, but we're going to smoke something out with it.
It's like when Angel is building equipment here and he had some like voluntary testers coming through.
Oh, yeah. I thought about that.
Yeah, it happened with this.
With
so.
with the bell. It
And
happened
the
with
bell.
the bell too.
That's cool.
I was sure he was still here in the workshop working with stuff, and I'm still hearing the bell going off, and I'm like, what the heck, dude?
Wow.
Like, I know you all are willing to help us test the equipment, but
Put the bell in the garage.
Yeah, it's always good to have a few testers around.
Oh no, we have plenty of testers. Just trust me. Like, they just like come around, and I'm like in my room or doing something, and I just hear ding 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 ding, and I'm like,
that's cool. Yeah, I like
It'll keep you sharp.
That's cool.
That bell is so beautiful.
Let me ask you this question. Did y'all use any of your holy water when you left St. Albans?
no, I didn't use holy water.
Or any type of clearing?
I didn't, but I wish I did now.
Yeah. Because Edna was like, y'all need to clear. And we all do bring extra protective stuff. But after every investigation, I always use my holy water and I put it over my third eye on the top of my head. I know this sounds crazy, but I'll put it on all my chakra points. Sometimes we can't burn things. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I don't want to put it on that third eye. That might get a little dirty or shit, I could have bathed in it as hot as it was out at St. Albans that day. Surprised I didn't die of a cow attack.
Okay, Chess.
St. Albans was sweaty ball sack all the way home from St. Albans.
Oh my God. Well, this conversation just went honey hole fast.
Oh my God, don't honey hole this conversation. That was from my birthday live. If anybody, shout out in the chat for anybody that was on my birthday live. That shit was wild.
Yeah, that was
Still working on t-shirt design for that one. Oh, sorry, Riley.
With some good names of shirt designs tonight. We sure have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get her done.
Well, that's been around for a long time. That was before us.
I actually come up with a shirt design at work, Greg.
Yeah, good idea.
I want a shirt that says just the tip.
Oh my God! Just stop. It's done. It's 10:30. We're supposed to go. I can't say what we're going to do because, yeah. Anyways, it's a movie we're going to watch, but I'm not saying what movie and how we got it.
Oh my God! You just will you shut the hell up?
It's an old movie.
You give too much away with your explanation.
I don't know if our ratings are going up or down right this minute.
Little House on the Prairie.
We had like.
Let's just say they're going.
I don't know what's happening.
Hey, it's not our fault. Like NWA, they established a long time ago. Bad publicity is still publicity.
That's true. That is true.
Did we just drop like 5 live streams?
No, you gained a person, so it's fine. It's
cool.
Fine.
We're breaking even.
Yep.
Hey, Chastity.
What's up?
Angel said he's bringing that palter pod to St. Albans with him that I'm buying.
Stonewall.
He said
Or
he ain't told you. He ain't figured out how
Stonewall.
much yet. You talking about buying?
Oh Lord.
He got you by the short hairs right now, Jack.
I know. He's gonna take out your other kneecap. You better watch out.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's funny.
I'm excited to see it.
Oh yeah, he's doing a good job so far. His yes no thing is amazing.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna hop off here for the night, and I might try to see if V will take Ivy to gymnastics next week.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But I can try.
Nah, I might.
Yeah, because we got to get and we're going to definitely try to go live from Stonewall Manor if they allow us to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Angel. You might know. Does the guy stick around? I know he was very not concerned, but he wanted to make sure that we do a walkthrough with him, and he talks about things, and he said he records to make sure nothing gets missing. You know, so I don't mind all that. I understand that. I'm not worried about that. But will he stick around or will he leave us?
No, he will stick around. He will be in his car outside. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll be a good time. I'm excited. We haven't done anything lately, so
yeah, I am done.
But yeah,
I'm gonna make it my mission to have a sit down with him and try to have like a little interview about the place. Like I've been working on questions.
Yeah,
that's probably a good idea.
Really good.
Yeah.
He knows about the property.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's definitely the guy to talk to.
I want to know if there was a little boy that drowned in the river, but I don't think it was. I don't know if he was a part of the house or just a part of the land, but like what I saw was horrible. There was a little boy that lost his life in it seems like there's a creek around there too, but it was like a creek that dumps into the river. And then I looked on Google Maps and that river is literally right there. So I know the information that I was getting. And then Angel, you validated connecting with a woman, like, you know, so I'm excited. I'm definitely going to try to connect with her. I have a feeling she's going to come through pretty strong.
I hope so.
Yeah, mate.
That
Yeah,
sounds
and
good
on
to
that
me.
top floor in that room, if you're looking at the house standing outside, it was the room to the right. But sometimes I get it switched back and forth, but I see a bedroom up there and I see her, or a room or something, and she's standing in it in that top right window on the third floor, or maybe the second.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The house, you get into the back side of the house. So if you're looking from the front of the house to the back, yeah, it's the room on the right. But if because you're getting back, is on your left.
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Okay, that makes sense then, because that's where I saw her, and I saw her from the perspective of standing outside of the house, and I saw her from the like where I was standing behind her in my vision. So I was watching her look out the window from the front of the house and from inside the house from that window. So
yeah,
it's very interesting. So guys, the next time that you see me live or be live, it might be next Wednesday probably. I'd like to do that next Wednesday, and we're definitely going live from Stonewall Manor. So lots to look forward to. I get to see my spooky crew.
Yep.
I'm gonna wear my ghost hunting socks.
Yep. And then we got to call Greg. We're going to start calling Greg Father Spooks, because you do resemble Papa Spooks from Colin, the Paranormal Files, who we were talking about earlier.
I need to check him out.
You look kind of like his dad in a way, not like a lot, but enough. Y'all have the same haircut, some of the same facial hair, and they call him Papa Spooks. And he calls you. Yes, Papa Spooks, but he calls you Father all the time. You're going to be Father Spooks.
Well, no, I'd rather give him something original if we're gonna name him something.
No, it's not. We don't have to give. No, we don't have to do that. We're going to get names.
Everybody's getting nicknames.
We're getting shirts. We're going to get shirts with our nicknames on them. I'm excited. And, not really.
We're all kidding.
Maybe it will, Dylan. Dylan said he got a name the other day. He's curious if it'll come up. I'm excited.
Okay.
We haven't done anything in a few weeks, which is very unlike us. We probably like 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, we're ready. We're itching to go too. So
yeah, that's a good thing. Sometimes you want to take a break from it.
I need to go to bed to wake up early. So have a good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night, Angel.
night. I'll see you
Night,
soon.
y'all.
Thank
In
you,
here,
buddy.
guys.
But yeah,
We're gonna
we'll
do
let
the
y'all
same
go
thing.
too.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go in and try to fix us a sandwich and get ready for bed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. Thanks for
You
tuning
too.
in, everybody.
Yeah, thank you,
Make-
everybody.
Thank
Appreciate
Make-
it. Thank you,
Make
V.
me a
Thank you,
sandwich.
Pat.
I ain't making you nothing. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Don't push Toby yet.
All right, y'all. Thank you for popping on tonight. It was a good live.
It was
We really
a
didn't have a lot
great
planned, but
live.
it turned out to be good with our friends up here. That always makes for a good time. And check us out. We'll be back next Wednesday night, good Lord willing, and we'll be preparing for St. Albans investigation, and we're looking forward to that one.
We really
Really
are.
looking forward to not having to drive 5 hours to get to it.
That's the truth.
So it'll be a good time. So anyway, thank you guys. This time you're gonna say what?
You can all you be ready to tune in next Wednesday night
Yeah,
at
killed
8
it.
p.m.
We just talked about all
EST.
that.
And until then, you can catch us at that down south.
Out. Good night. You Jackie.
Jackass. I repeated it.